It's showtime. Welcome to the show. We're going to make a Martinez on the show today on the program. This is happy hour at home. This is my home in Southern California, and this cocktail, it's believed originated in Martinez, California, which is a port city. It was a trading post in the 1800s, and we don't know exactly the origination story for this cocktail, but it is often called the father of the martini. I would say the granddaddy of the martini because it's a pre-prohibition cocktail that the first person to put it in a book, it was in 1884, O.H. Byron. He put it in, or yeah, Byron, I got it right. O.H. Byron, he put it in a book called The Bartender's Guide, The Modern Bartender's Guide, modern being in 1884. It was probably created about 10 to 20 years before that in the early to mid 1800s. This thing goes back, people. So it stood the test of time. And what you're going to need, O.H. Byron, by the way, said it's basically a Manhattan. However, you swap out the whiskey for gin. So here's what you need. You need gin. Probably don't want to use a London dry gin. That's going to be very, very juniper forward. Probably want something more floral. I like something more floral. So I'm going to use a Spanish gin actually called Rivas. Love this gin. It's really good, actually. Very good. Super dry. And then you need a sweet vermouth. I'm actually going to use the good stuff, Dolan, but you don't actually have to. And then you need some maraschino cherry liqueur, Luxardo. I'm sure there are other brands out there, but and I basically have enough to make a cocktail for myself and two friends that are coming afterwards after the show. And you need Angostura bitters. That's it. We're going to do this the right way in a mixing glass, inexpensive glass, not crystal. I mean, if you're fancy, you could do that. I've got the ice already in there. I've got a little bar spoon. Got an orange for the peel for the garnish. I've got a cocktail glass that's been chilling in the fridge and some ice because we want it really, really, really cold because we're going to serve this up. Okay. No ice. And you need a jigger. So here we go. Let's make this, shall we? Calls for equal parts gin and 1.5 ounces. Although it is in my Savoy cocktail book, I looked it up, but it's a recipe for 6 people. Okay. I don't know that we have enough for that, but we're gonna. And if I had enough room in any of my fridges, or like I have a little wine fridge and that fridge, I would keep some of the liquor, like the gin or the vodka or whatever, in the fridge or the freezer. But the freezer's even worse. Even worse, people. I do keep the vermouth, which you actually should keep. Probably didn't keep it in the fridge right away because it's red wine, fortified, but whatever. Okay, so we have 1.5 ounces of both your gin and your sweet vermouth, and then we're just going to use 3/4 of an ounce, or no, I'm sorry, 1/4 of an ounce of Luxardo maraschino cherry liqueur. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a drink. This is a drink, people. Just a couple of dabs will do ya. Okay, there we go. Of the Angostura bitters. Okay. So here we go. We're just gonna stir that up, get it nice and cold. That's how we do. Never had this. But if you like your cocktails, I can't imagine drinking these all night long. I mean, I'm feeling very good or live the next day. Okay, before I do that, I'm just gonna make my garnish here. Okay, and since I have two friends coming over, I didn't cut it or make it look pretty just yet, but let's do that, shall we? Um, room temperature citrus. Oh, see a little bit of pith. Um, yeah, room temp. Actually, I can make two out of this. Why don't I then? Well, and then I like to use what do I like to use? I've got this plastic chopstick that's kind of, whoops, see why does it do that? Peel wants to crack. Crack is whack. Thank you, Whitney. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bar pick just because the heat on your hands should help warm this around. So I'm multitasking, people. Hi, Jim. How are you? Yeah. Oh, you're enjoying some rum cocktails, are we? What kind of rum cocktails are we enjoying? Pray tell. This is one of the oldest out there. Like we talked about last week, there's only really 6 cocktails, original cocktails from whence everything was created. And then there was, let's see, just straight up rum. Okay. All right. Got a special brand you like? You're particular to? Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, there's lots of different kinds of rum too. We don't make enough rum cocktails. It's just because, gin was around before that. What is on my glass? It's like pink. It's like wax. That's strange. Okay, I'm going to take this out and let's see if I can like just kind of make a little whoops. All right, we're not going to do that. Oh, I forgot the strainer. Pardon me, the Hawthorne strainer. I thought I was so prepared. Lickety split. I'll be back in a jiff. Where's my strainer, party people? Oh, here it is. All right, I got it. Yeah, I don't want any ice in my cocktail. This is a Hawthorne strainer, okay? Like that. Put it over your cocktail like so. Pour it in, and voila. Okay, let's see. I know you can't, I guess you can't really see that. Oh, God, dang, some ice got in there. We cannot have that. So I'm going to fish that guy out. Out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to like just put this, see if I can hang it on the rim a little bit. Can I? Yeah, sure. Why not? Little curly Q. Okay, now the ultimate test, the Martinez. That is delicious. It's sweet, but boozy. I mean, I can't imagine drinking a lot of them, but it's a nice, like, easing into fall kind of cocktail. Cheers to that, the Martinez. Let's see. Yep, second taste. It's delicious. I love it. So 1.5 ounces of like a more of a floral, lighter gin. You could use Old Tom's, which is perhaps what they say, maybe a little bit closer to what they originally used because they usually, or originally, more than likely, before they even had London dry gin. Again, this is in the 1800s. They probably used something, I believe it was Dutch, Genever. I don't know, something a little bit more malty, if you will, rather than the juniper forward London dry gin. So find yourself a gin that you like. I happen to like this Rebus, wherever it went over here, and to the Martinez. So an ounce and a half of gin, ounce and a half of sweet vermouth, and then you need 2 dashes of Angostura bitters and a quarter ounce of your Luxardo cherry liqueur. Let's go. Cheers, guys, to you and yours. And get those votes in. Cheers. Bye. Thanks, guys.